sent it on Facebook or is it, right. I tell you what. Stop it. We'll be alright. Yeah.
Number 7, Rich Bly. Number 8, Captain Chris Cox. Number 9, Josh Blake. Number 10, Josh O'Grady. Number 11, Nick Musa. And on the bench for Coventry United, Jamie Cameron, Matthew Brown, Ross Griff.
Oh, it's gone all blurry. Hang on. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Testing 1 2. I think we're ready to go. The sun may be setting, but it's time for Coventry United to rise like Grandma's souffle. It's one of the biggest games of the Midland League Division 1 season. It's Coventry United versus the Nuneaton Griff, and it's live on 98.6 Hillz FM's Matchday. That's right, Liam Cook here, live from Sphinx Drive. An absolutely scintillating encounter here. It's second versus third. These two local rivals are going to battle it out this evening for, the chance to challenge Bromsgrove Sporting for the Midland League Division 1 title. It's going to be a absolutely fantastic game, I'm sure. It's also the start of a new era under the interim manager of Coventry United, Terry Anderson, taking over from Edwin Greaves, who was unfortunately sacked last Sunday. And so a transitional period for Coventry United as they try and hobble over the finish line. But no doubt about it, these boys are capable of pulling off the victory, and so far they have inflicted the Nuneaton Griff's only league defeat of the season, a 1-0 victory at the Pingle Stadium a few months ago. And it's time now to go through the starting lineup for Coventry United. In goal, number 1, Rich Morris. Number 2, Thomas Glasgow. 3, Ben Valance. 4, Rob Prinzel. 5, Callum Burgess. Number 6, Martin Hutchcox. 7 is Rich Blythe. Number 8, the skipper, Chris Cox. Number 9 is Josh Blake. Number 10, returning from injury, is Josh O'Grady. And number 11 is Gift Musa. On the bench, we have number 12, Jamie Coleman. Number 14, Matt Brown. 15, Ross Briscoe. 16, Pierre Moodim. And number 17, Muzium Duna. As Coventry United prepare to kick off with Josh Blake, Chris Cox and Josh O'Grady in the centre circle. United in their traditional red and green. The Nuneaton Griff in the blue and white stripes. The referees are in position. It's second versus third. It's Hillz FM Matchday. It's live. And it's underway. We are go here at Sphinx Drive. Coventry United versus Nuneaton Griff. Huge encounter here. Coventry United with possession on the left-hand side. Ball down the wing by Callum Burgess. And it's come straight out for a goal kick. So let's go through the Nuneaton Griff's starting lineup. Number 1 is George Woodward. 2, Danny Harris. 3, Anton Astley. 4, Darren Eggleton. 5 is Ryan Millerchip. Number 6 is Mark Williams, the captain. Number 7, Dave Barnett. 8, Kieran Barron, I believe it is. Number 9, Luke Shorthouse. 10, Alex Norton. And 11, Josh Ruff. United clearing their lines at the back. Lovely flick on there by Blake. O'Grady chasing a wonderful clearance there by the Griff. Number 4, Darren Eggleton. United with the ball again with Josh O'Grady. He's got Cox in the centre. Squares it. Finds Cox and slips and is dispossessed in the just by the centre circle. Prinzel boots it forward, and that will once again go over the touchline for a Griff goal kick. United taking a step into the unknown today with their new interim manager, Terry Anderson. We're having to get a word with Terry after the game. We did see Edwin Greaves before the before kickoff here at Sphinx Drive. He's in good spirits. May still be returning to the club in some sort of capacity. That's yet to be confirmed. But some of you have already heard that Coventry United's first ever end of season DVD is coming out during May, and Edwin has confirmed he will be making an appearance on that DVD, talking about his time with United, the first few months of the season. So make sure to keep your eyes out for that. I'm sure when that DVD does come out, we'll be celebrating a third straight promotion. In order to do that, they've got to win games like this. 11 games in 25 days. A feat that's been done before by Coventry United in their first season, but certainly one that they didn't want to repeat. Cox it on. It's Josh O'Grady on the outside of the area! And Josh O'Grady opens the scoring in superb style! The new era starts in the best possible fashion! And it's Mr. Reliable Josh O'Grady who scores the first goal of the Terry Anderson era at Coventry United. Beautiful strike, turn and shoot into the bottom corner. That's why he's the top scorer. That's why he's the player of the season. He's back, and he's back with a vengeance. Just 2 minutes in, and Coventry United are already up by 1-0. Fantastic start. And Griff looked to get straight back onto the front foot. The clearance onto the right-hand side cleared well by Martin Hutchcox. The centre-back pairing of Burgess and Hutchcox is back together today after injury problems for both Burgess and Hutchcox, both of which were ankle injuries. Thankfully, we've got them both back. And that has meant that Rob Prince was moved into the centre of midfield. Griffin opportunity here, crossing opportunity for Dave Barnett. Gets past his man. Barnett, crossing opportunity. He's got men in the centre, crosses it, and it's just cleared in time by Valance. Nervy times for Coventry United, and Griff have a corner. An enthralling start here at Sphinx Drive. Fast and furious action, as always, on Hillz FM Matchday. Let's hope we can keep up. We certainly haven't hung about. 2 minutes in, Coventry United already in front. Corner to be taken on the right hand side. It's whipped in and head away by Rob Prinzel. And Norton was eyeing up the ball. Josh O'Grady with the ball just outside the centre circle, flicks it on. A brilliant opportunity here for Coventry United. Give Musa racing down the left hand side. He's been caught up by Astley, but he's still going Musa. Astley still trying to nick the ball off him. Plays it back to Valance. And back to Musa. Once again, Astley is there trying to nick the ball away. Blythe plays a quick 1-2 with Valance. Lovely bit of skill there by Blythe. May have a go. Long range, and the goalkeeper just manages to palm it away. He didn't. I don't think he got. I mean, he was. The ball was going towards him until the very last minute. He must have thought it was coming wide, but it was a last-ditch save by George Woodward. Well, fantastic bit of skill by Blythe to trick his way past the defenders and a curling effort. It looked like, for all the world, it was heading in, but a great save by Woodward. And O'Grady, as you'd expect, on set-piece duty. Of course, he's been so consistent with the set pieces this season, corners and free kicks. It's towards the head of Josh Blake at the near post, but just headed away in time by the Griff man. Coventry United lead by 1-0. Of course, we welcome you to get in touch with us via Twitter at MatchdayHills for anything that you want to say on this evening's action. And once again, it will be O'Grady. It took a while for him to retrieve the ball. Of course, no ball boys in the Midland League, much to the chagrin of the Coventry United players, having to put in more effort. It's whipped in towards the far post, head towards goal. It's just edged wide there. The header from Martin Hutchcox. Didn't quite challenge the goalkeeper with that one. Well, you don't win the raffle if you don't buy a ticket. The Griff manager, Charlie Reardon, not exactly impressed with the performance so far from his boys. Remember last time these two sides played each other, 1-0 to Coventry United. Wasn't the friendliest of games either. A lovely through ball there. Griff with an opportunity here, and it's put into the side netting by Dave Barnett. Should have really done better with that one effort on the right hand side of the goal. Didn't challenge Rich Morris with that one. Of course, we thank you for tuning in to Hillz FM Matchday, live from Sphinx Drive. And a bumper crowd here, as always, at Sphinx Drive. Tremendous support from both sets of supporters. And the defence got to deal with that one quickly. Joshua Grady trying to race onto the ball, easily gathered by George Woodward. And there were some rather heightened tempers between these two teams during the last game, which we won't go into. So it looks a lot more civil this time around. Griff picked up the ball in the centre. Good challenge there by Chris Cox. United should deal with this one. Valance only heads it as far as Williams. Harris on the right-hand side. Plays it down line. Looking for Barnett. Barnett crosses it in there. And it's just nicked away by Rob Prinzel. It looked like it could have been an own goal. The referee has called for a foul. Very nervy times for United. The ball played a cross goal, and Prinzel just managing to nick the ball away just before Shorthouse could get there. Score remains 1-0. Strong starts to the new era at Coventry United. A lot of fans still in complete shock that Edwin Greaves left the club. Edwin is here today, he's in good spirits, he's still very much behind the team. And the referee has stopped play for a moment. Score remains 1-0 to Coventry United. I'll try and bring you up to date with the latest scores around the grounds as and when we get them. Head forward. Long ball by Williams. Easy one back there by Burgess, and Cox with a rather fierce clearance. And the Griff defence struggling here to try and deal with the ball, and Blake couldn't quite get there before Woodward was able to gather the loose ball. And Griff's moves end up coming to an end with Morris gathering the ball. Morris to take the goal kick towards the head of Blake. Under pressure by Milici, who gets the better of him. Moose's ball, back to Blake, headed on by O'Grady, and that's going straight into the hands of George Woodward, the grateful Griff goalkeeper. Harris's ball, down line. Finds Barnett. And a slip there by Mark Williams enables Blythe to race clear. May have a go here, he's got Blake in front of him. Finds Josh Blake towards the right hand side of the area, and Blythe is tripped. And it's a Coventry United free kick just outside the area. And no prizes. I'm guessing who's going to take this one. Of course, Josh O'Grady, set-piece specialist. Who else but O'Grady? Scored from this sort of position before. Remember the game at Studley. Big shout out going to everyone at Coventry United Ladies Football Club. Hope you are enjoying the coverage. O'Grady lining this one up the wall, being forced to stand the 10 yards. I'd say it's about 12 yards out. O'Grady is eyeing this one up. He's definitely going to have a go with that left boot. He's eyeing up the corner. And we know we can hit them. It is O'Grady, and it's just tipped over by George Woodward. Impressive goalkeeping by the Griff number 1, and it's another corner. Once again, O'Grady has got to dust off his boots because he's on set-piece duty. There's a reason that Josh O'Grady is United's top scorer this season. It's for moments like that. 27 league goals now for O'Grady. Highly impressive. There's a short one with Blythe. O'Grady on the edge of the area. Tries to cut in. And he's dispossessed. And Griff come racing away. Opportunity here, and it's Ruff brought down by Musa as he found his way into the opposition half. See, Musa did get contact on the ball, but the referee is certain it is a foul. No card necessary this early on in the game. And Griff prepared to take this free kick at 10 yards into the United half. It's going to be taken by Josh Ruff. Only 2 men staying back. Put into the area. United trying to clear a line to his head towards his own goalkeeper by Rob Prinzel, but it's dealt with by Morris. United straight back on the attack. The long ball to O'Grady didn't quite find its marker. Harris. Now Barnett finds Norton on the right hand side. Good pressure once again from Martin Hutchcox. Puts it out for a Neaton throw-in. Still in a dangerous position. Score remains Coventry United 1, the Neaton Griff nil. The cross is put in, and that has been deflected behind for a Griff corner. A few other games in Midland League Division 1 tonight, so we'll try and keep you up to date with those scores as and when we get them. And in fact, looking at the fixture list, there's only one game going on tonight. Griff with an opportunity, headed out by Burgess. Now Prinzel. Prinzel's ball towards O'Grady. O'Grady gets his head onto it, but can't get enough of a contact on it. It's picked up by Darren Eggleton. Under pressure from Blythe. Eggleton. Long ball. Offside, called against Dave Barnett. It looked like the ball was beyond him anyway. So United versus Griff, the only fixture tonight in Midland League Division 1. A victory for United would not take them above the Nuneaton Griff, but it would take them to 3 points behind their rivals. United do have 5 games in hand over the league leaders Bromsgrove Sporting. Sporting on 78 points, United on 67. But 5 games in hand for United really does put the ball in their court. And victory tonight would cut the deficit to Sporting to just 8 points. And still 12 more on offer in those games in hand. United pick up the ball on the left-hand side. Joshua Grady plays it back. The ball by Valance. Cleared by Griff. Picked up in his own air, half by Burgess. He's let it go out for a throw-in. Referee is telling Valance a little bit further up the pitch, please. Griff with the throw-in this time has come off a United man. One man that the Nuneaton Griff are without tonight, Aidan Moore. 16 league goals this season, very pacey winger. A man that they'll certainly miss, especially against this United defence. Very capable United defence. Very rarely caught off guard. And the man dubbed England's #1 by the United faithful, Rich Morris, hoping to clean another clean sheet tonight. United's second top scorer, Matt Brown, on the bench, 12 league goals this season. And I think in this situation, United will be happy to just sit back, retain this 1-goal lead, and just try not to tire themselves out with this manic schedule coming up. Next fixture at Pelsall Villa on Saturday. Again, that unfortunately we won't be able to cover here on Hillz FM Matchday. And a free kick given to Coventry United there. Rather forceful challenge by the Griff man. I believe it's Josh Ruff. Morris takes a goal kick on the left-hand side of the pitch, inside his own half. We are approximately 15 minutes into this game. Coventry United still lead by that early goal from, of course, Mr. Reliable himself, Mr. Josh O'Grady. And here is O'Grady on the left-hand side of the area, crossing opportunity. Blake and Blythe in the centre. Valance puts it in, and it's hurled away by Darren Eggleton. Griff pick up the ball in the centre with Josh Ruff. Gets away from the challenge of Cox, and it's pulled back for a foul by Cox on Ruff. It's a chance for Coventry United to regroup at the back. Astley. And his attempted pass is blocked. The Griff are able to regain the ball with Norton. Back to Astley. Opportunity here. Low cross put in, and will go straight to the goalkeeper, Rich Morris. Simple bit of goalkeeping there. As the sun sets over Sphinx Drive, the floodlights come on. Can't be a little bit of a Thursday night football. First game I've certainly been to on a Thursday. And the last touch did come off Glasgow there. He's managed to keep it in from going out for a throw-in. Oh, and a forceful challenge there by Rob Prinzel on Mark Williams off the ball. The midfielder apologising to the Griff captain. And the referee's calling over the United skipper Chris Cox, having a word with him. Trying to calm Prinzel down. There wasn't really any need for that sort of ferocity. Of course, we do understand that tensions are going to be high tonight. A hugely important game for both sides. Both sides are going after the Division 1 title. Just one team goes on in this division, remember. No further action taken by the referee. As United prepare to defend this free kick. Ruff puts it into the area. Musa couldn't get his head onto it. Brian. It's an opportunity for Griff. Here's Shorthouse. And a good challenge there by, in fact, it's a goal kick. It's gone out to the Griff players calling for a penalty not given. It was a good block with Shorthouse going for a shot at goal. We've got some Europa League action tonight, which we'll bring you up to date with as and when we get the scores. Also, or the Masters in Augusta, a little bit of golf underway. Of course, Liverpool at Borussia Dortmund tonight. Huge game in the UEFA Europa League. It's amazing that two of these huge European sides are actually in the, what would really be called the European Second Division. And score remains 0-0 in Dortmund. They've just got underway now. It was an 8 o'clock kickoff. Long ball down line will go straight out for a throw-in to Coventry United. Sorry, Griff, I should say. 20 minutes gone. United still lead by 1-0. Of course, if you have anything to say on tonight's broadcast, get in touch with us via Twitter at MatchdayHills. Anything you'd like to say on tonight's game, we'll read it out. Shorthouse. A good block there by Glasgow, booted forward by Cox. Blake picks it up on the outside of the area. And Griff are able to clear their lines. Barnett. A nice little give and go there with Danny Harris. Tries to play it down line once again for Barnett, and Barnett keeps it in, headed out by Glasgow. Handball claims against Griff, not given. And Ruff, good challenge there by Prinzo. Still an opportunity here with Norton crossing it in. And it's just wide. Griff with a decent opportunity. I believe it was Luke Shorthouse who had the effort on goal. Sea of defenders in there, couldn't do anything about the effort. Just off target from Shorthouse. We're joined by experienced commentator Dave Deacon tonight, who's going to be giving us a little bit of an insight just after the half-time whistle, his views on the game. Didn't have anything better to do tonight. As the long ball is put over the defence, and Blake couldn't quite get there in time, but Woodward is able to gather the ball. Astley, lovely bit of trickery there to get past Blythe, but United have got the ball back here. Josh O'Grady taking advantage, and it's Blythe at the near post, may have a go, and it's on the near back post, Blake blocked! How didn't he score? Danny Harris getting a crucial block on the line, Blake just taking too long to hit the ball. His back was towards goal, so really that didn't count against him, but in that sort of position, Blake should be scoring. Great work by Rich Blythe to take advantage of a failed bit of trickery there by Anton Astley. How weren't Coventry United 2-0 up? Score remains 1-0 at Sphinx Drive. Josh O'Grady getting the only goal of the game. Here's Brayan on the right-hand side, looking for options. Switch it to the left-hand side, lovely long ball, finds Astley. But his first touch went against him. Now Glasgow comes away with the ball. Onto the right-hand side and finds Josh O'Grady on the right wing. Still O'Grady, he's got support, plays it down line and finds Glasgow, who will keep it in. Under pressure from the Nuneaton Griff defence, plays it back to O'Grady. Forces it into the centre to Chris Cox. A little bit of trickery to chip the midfielder. It's back to O'Grady. Down line to Cox, and that is a cynical challenge from Josh Ruff on Josh O'Grady, and the fans are absolutely disgusted, and who could blame them? A dreadful challenge. The referee has got a decision to make here. Josh O'Grady, United's top scorer, is not happy. You got to think that Josh Ruff was a little bit frustrated about not being able to do a thing about Josh O'Grady's trickery. The referee is going to pull Ruff to one side here, and there's got to be at least a booking. In fact, it's going to be a yellow card, I believe. O'Grady does seem to be okay. He's back up on his feet. And the referee is taking the name of Josh Ruff. A yellow card for Josh Ruff. The referee was explaining he was lucky not to get a red. Well, the last picture between these two sides wasn't exactly a friendly match. But Ruff is actually laughing about the yellow card as he prepares to defend this free kick, which in fact will not be taken by O'Grady. It's going to be taken by Glasgow. Surprise, surprise. And it's put in by Glasgow towards the head of Blake. It's headed out. And once again, Ruff, rather forceful play, but it's given to Ruff this time, with Blythe and Glasgow both going for the ball. Ruff was in there, went down under the challenge. And it will be a Griff free kick. 25 minutes in, game's flying by. It's the first time I've had a fixture in a while, isn't it? Remember the last time that United were in action, a disappointing 2-1 defeat at Heath Hayes. Of course, that was the final game of Edwin Greaves' managerial career at Coventry United, and when you know it, I missed it. But that was for a good reason. I was in Berlin watching England win. United clear their lines, headed forward by Mark Williams. A bit of head tennis here from Coventry United, but Williams once again picks up the ball. Here's Astley, down line, and Ruff can't keep the ball in. It's gone out for a throw-in to Coventry United. One of the biggest attendances of the season here at Sphinx Drive. Nothing less than expected. And two of the best teams in the league going head-to-head. Score in Germany between Borussia Dortmund and Liverpool remains 0-0. A couple of other games tonight in the Europa League. Villarreal lead Sparta Prague by 1-0. The all-Spanish affair between Bilbao and Sevilla remains 0-0, as does the match between Braga and Shakhtar Donetsk. But we have got a goal here at Sphinx Drive, and for Coventry United fans at least, it is in the right net. It's Josh O'Grady. It's ran onto the ball there. Valance can't quite keep it in. First touch was a little bit too heavy. Griff, I've got to be careful with this one. Throwing level with their own penalty area. United still have men forward in Blake and O'Grady. Thrown down line, and it's headed forward by Cox, and here is Blake. Blake holding it up, waiting for his teammates to come and help. And the cross is put in, and well, I say put in, more like put over. It's gone over the crossbar. Nothing to worry about for George Woodward. Score remains 1-0. I'm sure this 1-0 scoreline would certainly do for Coventry United in their quest to earn a third successive promotion. One thing we do know is because United can't finish any lower than, I believe it's 7th place, they are officially guaranteed to be entrants in the qualification round of the FA Cup next season. Just their 4th season in existence. Coventry United, no matter what happens for the rest of the season, whether they lose all of their remaining 11 matches, they will be in the FA Cup next season. Incredible achievement by all those at Coventry United. Who pick up the ball in defence. Let's play back to the goalkeeper, Rich Morris. Long ball towards O'Grady, tries to flick it on, good pressure by the defender. Braham loses it to Chris Cox. And it's a foul against Cox for a foul on Dave Barnett. It's taken quickly by Harrison. Musa tried to pick up the ball but couldn't quite do so. And the attempted pass by Ruff didn't find its intended target. Here comes Ben Valance. Down line towards Josh O'Grady. Oh, that's a cynical challenge from behind. It's Ryan Millerchip this time. How many times is the referee going to allow these fouls on Josh O'Grady to continue? You can see why they're targeting him. He's certainly United's most dangerous player. He's already scored once tonight. He scored 27 times in the league, so you can certainly see why the Griff players are being a little bit forceful towards him. It was certainly a free kick. Referee doesn't seem to be giving a yellow card. It was his first infringement, so the man in black being a little bit lenient here. And this time, O'Grady is going to be taking the free kick. Handed over set piece duty to Tommy Glasgow. Earlier on, but the cross is put in, and Cox's header over the crossbar, hit it with the top of his head rather than his forehead. Wouldn't have been bad in a rugby match, but that sort of thing doesn't fly in football. Around 15 minutes to go until half-time, where we'll hear the thoughts of experienced commentator Dave Deacon. Everyone understands we've only got one headset. We were hoping to have him on commentary today, but when you know, I haven't figured out how to work the second headset yet. As Griff, opportunity here, crossed in and easily dealt with by Valance, but it's come to the outside of the area, and once again United are able to clear it with Cox. Williams' header only as far as Gift Musa. Striding forward into the centre circle. He's got space on the right-hand side. A lovely ball towards Tommy Glasgow. Maybe just a little bit too powerful, and it's gone out for a Griff throw-in on the far side. Score remains at 0-0. It's Ansley to take the throw-in. And headed out once again by Tommy Glasgow, the United right back. Ashley once again with the throw. Quick 1-2 and a good block by Cox, and the referee has said that's a free kick. It looked like a simple block to me.
You didn't touch him.
And the interim United manager, Terry Anderson, not happy with the decision, and I've got to agree with him. It was a simple block from Chris Cox, and it looks like he's going to get a yellow card for it, and he is indeed. It's a yellow card for the United captain, Chris Cox. Very harsh. But the referee's decision is final. We have to respect it. Remember, without the referee, there is no game. No controlled one, anyway. A stern word and a yellow card for United's Chris Cox. He's got to tiptoe through the rest of this game now. And the linesman was very close to the action there. He had a very clear view. Josh Ruff is going to take this free kick right on the halfway line. Almost everyone put forward, I suppose, to the area. Opportunity here with Newton Griff. With Norton on the outside the area, he's put it over the crossbar. Another wasted opportunity for Nuneaton Griff. They need to start being a lot more clinical with their chances if they're going to get something out of this game. They need the points just as much as Coventry United do. The Woolly Nibs Memorial Stand is absolutely packed tonight. They're not exactly used to Thursday night football, neither am I, but you know what, we're enjoying it so far. Valance heads it forward towards O'Grady. O'Grady chests it. Oh, a lovely bit of skill there to get away from the defender, but it's Ruff who boots it clear. And up to here for Nuneaton Griff. It's Norton on the right hand side. Norton has a go, and it's 1-1. Rich Morris managed to get a hand to it. Nuneaton fans have only just realised that it did hit the back of the net. I wasn't too certain for a while, but Nuneaton Griff are level thanks to an absolute thunderbolt from Alex Norton. Coventry United 1, Nuneaton Griff 1. We're all square. United have got some regrouping to do. We did say a short while ago that Nuneaton Griff have to be a lot more clinical, and they certainly were. Nearly burst the ball with that one. No chance for Rich Morris, close range. He did manage to get a hand to it, but even a goalkeeper like Rich Morris will struggle to save a shot like that. Disappointment for Coventry United, I should say. With roughly 12 minutes to go until normal time ends. It's matches like this that test the character and the strength of will of these footballers as Coventry United look to break forward immediately. Rich Blythe still going. Blythe still going into the penalty area, surrounded by defenders. Blythe is still going. Extraordinary run here by Rich Blythe and a lovely bit of skill to get past Astley, but he couldn't quite get past the left back, and it's cleared by Griff. But a fantastic effort there by Rich Blythe. Brilliant run. Oh, and Burgess and Prince are both going for the same ball. Both of them left the ball. It's gone back to Morris, and he's booted the ball out for a throw-in to Griff on the halfway line. Miscommunication now between Coventry United, only to be expected with the arrival of a new manager. A lot of things to iron out. And Terry Anderson may have a job on his hands heading into his first team talk as the manager of Coventry United. Score currently 1-1. But a win is crucial tonight, especially against a team that they are in direct competition with. Lovely overhead kick by Blake, but the ball is not quite found by Josh O'Grady. Here's Danny Harris under pressure from O'Grady. Long ball towards the head of Norton. Norton heads it on towards Shorthouse. United are able to clear their lines with Chris Cox. Blake, can he get there first? No, he can't. Cleared by Ryan Millerchip. And it's headed out for a corner by Martin Hutchcox. Nuneaton Griff with a chance to complete the turnaround. They've certainly come into this match, United dominating the early goings, but the away side have forced their way into this one. And they've made their mark on the score sheet as well. Can the Heartlanders get the all-important second goal from this corner? Swung in. And the ball brushing off the head of Chris Cox, and that will go out. No, in fact, it will just be kept in by Prinzel. It was going out for a throw-in. Harris picks up the ball inside the United half, looking to put it back into the area, and the cross is not a good one. United do header it out. It's put back into the area by Barnett, and United once again are able to clear the danger. Headed on by Blythe. Blake gets there and can't quite keep the ball. Barron onto the right-hand side. Good bit of defence there by Valance. Musa down line, intercepted by Danny Harris on the halfway line. Once again, good defensive play by Nuneaton, but the cross is put straight into the hands of Rich Morris in the United area. The home side can breathe easy for now. And they've got to regroup here. Score at Sphinx Drive. Coventry United 1, Nuneaton Griff 1. This is the perfect scoreline for Bromsgrove Sporting, the current league leaders. They'll be licking their lips at this result. Just a quick reminder that Hillz FM Matchday will not be able to cover this Saturday's match between Coventry United and Pelsall Villa due to prior commitments. But if you want to know what happens in the game, just come along to Sphinx Drive. Just £3 a ticket, so what else are you going to do on a Saturday? Take the missus shopping? I didn't think so. Glasgow wins the ball back. Lovely skill to get past Astley, and now Josh Blake, one of the stars of the early part of the season, Coventry United. Lays it off to Blythe. Once again, defenders surrounding United. Cox back to Blythe. Into the centre and finds Hutch Cox. Onto the left-hand side. Just a little bit too powerful for Valance. He's just kept it in. Cross is put in, and it's into the gut of George Woodward at the near post. A promising move for Coventry United, but an old-fashioned case of close but no cigar. And Musa is brought down. Referee has not given the foul. Musa has won the ball back anyway. United are able to play the ball around at the back. Just trying to plan their next move. Ball towards the head of Blake, and Blake did manage to get his chest away, but it's only gone towards Darren Eggleton. O'Grady not expecting the ball to come to him. And luckily for United, the ball's gone straight to Morris, who clears the danger towards the head of Cox. A slide tackle by his opposite, number 8, Barron. United have the throw-in around 10 yards into Griff's half. We are going to be going off air for around 5 minutes at half-time so that we can swap the battery on the laptop. It's a very low-budget operation here at Hillz FM Matchday, but it does the job. Blake is brought down by a Griff man. Referee says nothing doing. And the Griff clearance by Ruff ended up hitting Cox in the heel. United look to create another opportunity, but the ball onto the left-hand side by Valance. Blocked once again by Eggleton. Eggleton finds Shorthouse, but the United defenders are able to gather the ball. Glasgow under pressure, and a rather forceful challenge once again there by Norton, the goal scorer. United under pressure here, trying to get the ball back to Morris. Blythe finds his number 1. And that's the end of that chapter. Of course, we thank you for tuning in to Hillz FM Matchday with Liam Cook, the thoughts of Dave Deacon coming up at half-time. Glasgow. A challenge there by Ruff. It came off the Griff man last, and United have the throw-in. Around 5 minutes before the referee calls for half-time, plus stoppages, of course. Blythe. His quick feet finds O'Grady. Back to Blythe on the right-hand side. He's got Cox in support. Still going Blythe. Finds Cox. On the edge of the area is Glasgow, and he tried to back heel it to O'Grady. Too fancy. And United could pay for it here. The ball towards Norton is cut out. And United going to try and clear their lines here. Nervy moment for United there as Prinzel tried to clear the ball. It went to the feet of Shorthouse. Luckily, United had the wherewithal to get the ball away. Remember, United do have options on the bench, very capable options as well, including Matt Brown. And Prinzel's clearance is charged down. And it's an opportunity here for Nuneaton Griff as Ruff races towards the area, brought down, and the referee says no. Look, didn't look like. Well, it didn't appear to be any contact. Best dive I've ever seen. Who said that? At least you can have a good time here. Score remains 1-1 between Coventry United and the Neaton Griff. As the Griff man took a tumble in the area. And they have a throw in halfway into the United half. Opportunity for a shot here. But Griff has a go. It's a fierce effort. Crossbar from closing in on half time. Both managers with work to do at the interval. The first team talk as a manager for Terry Anderson. United have the ball in the centre. Blythe. Lofted ball over to O'Grady. Heads it towards Blake, and he has a goal, and it's just fizzed wide. Of course, Josh Blake, so clinical at the start of the season, has found goals a lot harder to come by in recent months. He nearly found the back of the net there with a stunning volley just wide. No change in the scores in the Europa League. Liverpool still drawing 0-0 in Dortmund. As Blake tried to latch onto a loose ball. It's played out for a United throw-in. In a decent position near the box. One of the final attacks of this first half. Glasgow plays it to O'Grady, who's nicked from behind. Referee says nothing given, and Griff are given the throw-in. Which is going to be taken by Anton Astley. Astley's throw. Only finds Prinzel. It's gone out once again for a Griff throw-in. This time a little bit further up the pitch. Long ball forward by Cox. And Blake should be able to get onto this one. And a challenge from behind with Milicic barging into the back of Blake. And a United free kick just before half-time. How they would love to find the net just before the half-time whistle. The sun is nearly completely set here at Sphinx Drive. Let's hope that tonight doesn't see the sun set on United's title ambitions. A great free kick into the area towards Cox, heads it across goal, and Blake couldn't quite get there. And the defender manages to head it across goal, and it was offside anyway. And the ball will be pegged back to just outside the 6-yard box for the Neaton Griff. George Woodward with not a lot to do after the opening 15 minutes or so. Really could have put up a deck chair in the last half an hour. Musa tries to find Blake with a long ball. Headed away by Harris. Musa tries to win the ball back, and he does. He's got Blake in support. Finds Josh Blake. Valance, option on the right-hand side in Glasgow. Plays into the centre to find Blythe. He's got Cox on the right, tries to play it into the area and finds Blake. No, he doesn't. It's just edged away by the Griff man. And a foul by Blythe for a little tug on the back of Josh Ruff. Certainly looks soft, but the referee is having a word with Rich Blythe. Josh O'Grady not happy with the decision and was ordered away by the official. And referee Tom Reeves is going to award a yellow card to Rich Blythe, which personally I think is very harsh. But again, the referee's decision is final. And his whistle will probably not be going back in the pocket. Half-time is fast approaching. The free kick is dealt with easily by Cox. And in fact, there is the half-time whistle. United can be relatively satisfied with their 45 minutes work. 1-1 is the scoreline. Joshua O'Grady with an opening goal just 2 minutes in with a brilliant turn and shoot. United were on top for a large period of the game and really should have gone 2-0 up with Josh Blake's close range effort. His back was to goal, but his shot was blocked on the line by Danny Harris, and that would end up haunting United with Alex Norton's fierce strike at point blank range, firing into the net. And that's all she wrote for the first half. The half-time score at Sphinx Drive. Coventry United 1, Nuneaton Griff 1. Now I'm going to do something that I haven't done before here on the Hillz FM Matchday. I'm going to invite someone else onto the show. So it's Dave Deacon. Some of you may recognise him. He's a very experienced commentator and personally one of my favourite commentators as well. I'm just trying to get on his good books, all right? He owes me a pint. So let's get straight into it. Dave, I'll hand over the headset to you. And as Terry Tibbs once said, don't F it up now.
Interesting that I owe you a point there, Liam. Excellent first half for both sides, really, here at Sphinx Drive. The first 15 minutes there, Coventry United come out, all guns blazing. Griff couldn't really get a hold of the ball. We were expecting a tight game, but really, United should have been 2, possibly 3 up after that 15-minute period. I thought they were having it too easy at the back there, and then Alex Norton pops up, experienced footballer, scored in the playoff final last summer for Bedworth United that took them up. Great left-footed goal then, and he's shown his pace. Coventry United were very high, ball in behind, used his pace to get in. As you said on air, fierce effort straight at the goalkeeper. He's got a hand to it, but no goalkeeper's wrists in this world are going to be strong enough for the distance between the two of them. So it was a good equaliser from them, but really the chance with with Blake, in fact, yes. What was interesting about that, Harris is there and he's got to turn. He had to pivot on the ball to fire at a goal. If he'd have kept facing the way he was on the penalty spot, unmarked, Josh O'Grady, he plays the ball back. O'Grady, he's going to stick it in. We know what he's like all season. He'd have buried that opportunity, 2-0, and then surely then you go on to plain sailing. But Griff have got themselves a foothold in the goal. And now this team talk is going to be very, very interesting at half-time because Derek Reardon's side, they know that the last 10 minutes of that half, United are rattled. So they're going to come out in the first 15 minutes, they're going to try and pin them back and get that second goal. And then they'll sit back and defend. They're happy to do that. They've got 2 big guys at the back. If they sit back for 30, 40 minutes, depending on when they get a second goal, they'll fancy their chances. So United need to be aware of that and come out all guns blazing, catch them off guard again and see what they can do.
Well, what he said, I suppose. Well, the thoughts there of Dave Deacon, who's going to be back with us for the end of the match, giving us his full-time review, where hopefully we'll be celebrating a United win. But of course, nothing is ever straightforward in football. We're going to take a short break now here on Hillz FM Matchday to recharge our batteries, literally, and we will be back on air just before 8:45 for the conclusion of what has been a very even game here at Sphinx Drive. The half-time score is Coventry United 1, Nuneaton Griff 1.